If anyone needs medical assistance or help with safely evacuating, please notify a nearby JEA security officer. Please always be aware of the potential trip hazards in and around your respective areas. And lastly, please remember to keep your cell phones on silent and laptops on mute. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Brandon. And next we'll go to comments from the public. And John Nooney, please.
Hello, I am John J. Nooney, Jacksonville City Council Resolution 2023-0819. I'm in City Council District 4, CPAC, Planning District 3, School Board District 3. Gosh, you know, leadership, you know what? You need to have a fishing tournament. Whoever wins that, man, you're boom, you know, anyway. What I want to just share with y'all, you know, I'm wearing my Cindy Pearson shirt. And, you know, fishing with Cindy, you know, and let me just say, you know, this is the resilient Jacksonville. You know, 2023, I'm in this thing 4 times, and the biggest takeaway from this was that public access on our waterways in Duval County is the worst ever. And so here is the Duval County Public Schools, you know, and that was, you know, 2023. And my Cindy Pearson said to me, Nooney, your place, field trips. I was like, that's brilliant. And there are 7 school board districts. And that's what you see on this with the redfish. And so last year, FINE, that's an acronym for Florida Inland Navigation District. It's our ad valorem property tax money. Our Waterways Commission, our Parks Department, there's only 3 properties in all of Duval County that are on a potential fine year after year. And so fortunately, we're on that list. And that just happened a year ago. So we are now marketing to the world. And let me just say too, you know, this is the Northeast Florida Regional Council, 7 counties. And, you know, we're taking the show on the road and we're just having fun with it too. And FWC, you know, it's a play off the Fish and Wildlife Commission. And so anyway, that's the state of, it's tourism. It's the state of Florida. So anyway, JEA, you know, I came to you first. Now, and where I'm going with this is 2016-18. That was our find list. It was a recommendation. It wasn't even my idea, but it had to do with the kayak launch that's behind the Duval County Public School Board building. If you've never seen it, go and look. But it was an unbelievable collaborative effort in so many agencies, and you all led the way because it was right next to the Southside Generating Station. Not making it up. I mean, I can pull it up. I'm down to 7 seconds. But anyway, let's tell the world, visit Jacksonville. Thank you, JEA.
Thanks, John. Okay, next, first I want to thank the committee members for coming to this sort of relatively short notice meeting. Now, accounting for the events that have transpired after 11 February, our last executive committee meeting, and to the present, I think it's prudent to reconvene in order to reslate the officers of the board. Now, first thing I need to do is, because at the committee level on 11 February, we positively actioned that old slate, what I need to do is ask for a motion to rescind that slate so we can start it anew. So at this time, I'd like to ask for a motion to rescind the slate that we adopted on 11 February at committee level.
I so move.
Second.
Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
Okay, motion passed. Okay, next is getting on with business here. So again, in light of what's transpired, it is prudent for us to reconsider the slate. And this is not to be a personal affront to any of the members or whatever, but I'm just going to start off with what I propose as a slate and then open to, obviously, for discussion. For chair, I would propose it be M.G. Ornder. For vice chair, Arthur Adams. And for secretary, Worth MacArthur. And so I'll just open to that and let's discuss it.
Mr. Chair, I have incredible respect for Rick Morales. He is one of Jacksonville's premier business people. He's smart, he's diligent, he cares. He cares deeply about the city and JEA. And it hurts me to see us drop him from this slate. But I think really because of the events of last week, we have really no option. Rick can and should be chairman of JEA at some point, but now is not the time. And I would move to adopt the slate you suggest.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Baker. I can just sit here and tell you that I'm not ashamed or afraid or discouraged by trying to represent the employees of the JEA. Unfortunately, the JEA employees are left in a situation now that if they have an issue with their CEO, they have no means of recourse because they know they can't come to the board. Any complaint mechanism that they have goes through somebody that reports to the CEO, and they have no way to make a complaint if they have a way to complain to the CEO. They will not come to the board because of what happened, and that to me is the disappointing part. I'm not worried about myself, whether I'm chairman. My concern is the employees of the JEA. Thank you.
The employees should go to HR. Except HR has an absolute policy. They are not supposed to discuss anything, and they don't. Rick, you give me one example where they have. You can't, because that hasn't happened. And going to the board is inappropriate in any business. It doesn't work that way. But I also agree with Mr. Baker. Rick's a friend. We have a disagreement on this point, and that's fine. He's a friend. I have a lot of respect for him, and I'm sorry that things transpired the way they did. It could have been handled differently and properly. And you do not have anything to be ashamed of. You were trying to do the right thing in your mind. I just disagree on the process. It was incorrect. So.
Okay, thanks. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the slate, which would have M.G. Oranger as chair, Arthur Adams as vice chair, and Worth MacArthur as the secretary.
So moved.
Second.
Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Aye. Motion's passed. Okay, is there any other business for the executive committee? Okay, none heard. That completes this meeting. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.